This is the equipment calibration being used before we go out into the field.
Okay, this is Alex. He's measuring dissolved oxygen here on the Quikashant River. This is Site 1. This is our sampling station right here. And we're measuring pH, dissolved oxygen, conductivity, and salinity and total dissolved solids. Here is Alex deploying the ExoSonde, which is a probe that has a combination of a pH probe, optical dissolved oxygen, and specific conductivity on it. And he'll be lowering that into the water. Okay, that's good. And we'll be taking a reading. So this is Station 2 on the Quikashant River. And Alex is here. We've got the dissolved oxygen probe and the ExoSonde deployed. Here, and we've collected a sample that we're analyzing. This is Alex, and he's deploying a Ekman dredge to collect the bottom sample. This goes down to the bottom. Then there's a device called a messenger, which is sent down, and it'll trip the device so that the spring loaded will cause it to close at the bottom. Okay, and now when you bring it up, open the sample. And release the mud. Okay, here we are back at the Blue Center for Water Technologies, and Alex is now doing a sample for turbidity. And this is using an instrument called a turbidimeter. Okay, and now he's going to come over and do a reading on color. And this is using a spectrophotometer, measuring the color of the sample. Okay. Yep. Okay, here's Alex is making a 10 part per per million nitrate standard using a Class A volumetric pipette and a Class A volumetric flask. So he's going to transfer 10 mils of 100 milligram per liter sample into a 100 mil volumetric pipette, so that we ultimately end up with a 10 milligram per liter sample or standard to run with our tests to check for accuracy. And for the phosphate sample, we'll be using a 1 part per million phosphate standard that's already made up, so we don't have to dilute it. Okay, for this test, Alex is setting up a test to measure phosphates in the water. And it's using a spectrophotometric method, a test in tube. So all the reagents are actually in the tube already, and so he's using the pipette to pipette a 1/2 mil of sample into the tube. And he's ejecting the other pipette. And so then he's going to transfer 0.2 mils of solution B into the tube. And then he's going to take a cap that's specially designed so that it has reagent in the cap. And then he's going to shake that so that it gets all dissolved. The reagent that's in the cap is dissolved. And then we wait 10 minutes for color development.